Hi viewers, good to have you here. All right, we're going to be continuing from where we stopped in the previous classes, okay? So we're going to be looking at the weighted aggregate method, okay? Now, under the weighted aggregate method, we have three index notations, okay? We have the Laspeyre's index, we have the Paasche index, and the Fisher's index, okay? Now, when we talk about the Laspeyre's index, for the Laspeyre's index, when base quantities are used, okay, we use the what? The Laspeyre's index. When base quantities are used, okay? When base quantities are used, we use the what? The Laspeyre's index. And it is given as what? Summation of Pn all over Qo, Po all over Qo, okay? Times 100%. Okay? Summation of Pn, Qo, then all over summation of Po, Qo times 100%. Now, these are the base quantities. Okay? So, when base quantities are used, we refer to it as what? The Laspeyre's index. Now, for the Paasche index, when current quantities are used, it is known as what? The Paasche index, okay? When current quantities are used, it is known as the what? Paasche index. Current quantities, base quantities, current quantities, okay? Now, for the Fisher's index, okay, this is number 2, this is number 3, okay? For the Fisher's index, okay, Fisher's index is the square root, okay, of the product of both the Paasche and the what? And the Laspeyre's index, okay? We have the what? The square root of both the Laspeyre and the Paasche index. So we have summation of Pn, okay, Qo all over summation of P what? O all over Qo. This is for the Paasche, okay? Times summation of Pn Qn all over summation of Pn this is Po all over Qn times 100%. Okay, this is the formula for the Fisher's index, okay? And this for the Paasche index and the Laspeyre's index. So I've drafted a question here that will help us understand it properly. We're going to solve that question now. The question says, I'm going to share it on the screen so that we'll have a look at it. Now, the table below gives the price and quantity of sales during the year 2013 and 2014. Calculate the Laspeyre's index, calculate the Paasche index, and the Fisher's index. Okay, so this is the question. We're going to solve this question using the Paasche, the Laspeyre's, and the Fisher's index to help us understand it properly. Are we together? Okay, guys, so I've gone ahead to draft this out. I will explain. I've gone ahead to draft it out off cam in order to save time, okay? Now, if you check from your question, which I have shared on the screen, now you will see the price. We have 213 and 214 under consideration. Now, 213 is our base year, okay? While 214 is our current year. So we have the price, the quantity for 213 and 214. We have the commodities here, okay? Now, for Laspeyre's, remember, base quantities are used for Laspeyre's, okay? Base quantities for Laspeyre. Why for Paasche? We have current quantities, sorry. This is N. Okay? Current quantities are used for Laspeyre's, okay? Now, how do we get our POQO? It's by what? Base price times base quantity. For what? Base price and base quantity. While 2013 is our base what? Year. 2013 is our base year. So base quantity times base price. You go to 2013. For the first one, corn. The base price there is 160. The base quantity is 3. So 3 times 160 will give us 480. That was how we got this one. Then you come down for rice, the same thing. Base price times base quantity, 180 times what? 3. And so on and so forth. Then when you come here, current price times base quantity. Current price, you go to 2014, you check current price, which is 200. Then you come back to what? Base quantities, which is 3. So 200 times 3 will give us 600. Do you understand? That is how we got all these figures. You just, this is how you, let me come again. This is how you do it. N stands for current what? Year. O stands for base year. So now, PO is telling us base price. QO is telling us base quantity. PN is telling us current price. QO is telling us base quantity. PO is telling us base price. QN is telling us current quantity. PN is telling us current price. QN is telling us what? Current quantity. So all you have to do, since we know our current year, we know our base year, just go to your question, pick current quantity. For instance, this one now, for instance, is telling us base price and base quantity. So you just go to your 2013, pick base price, which is 160, and base quantity, which is 3. So you multiply them together, whatever you have, you get this. Like, for instance, this one here, this is current price and current quantity. So just go to current, which is 2014, is our current year. Current price is 200, while current quantity is 5. So 200 times 5 will give us 1,000. That is how we got this. So we have this for Laspeyre, we have this for Paasche. So for Laspeyre now, we have summation of what? PN, QO, all over summation of PO all over QO, okay? Times 100%. Okay? Times 100%, which is equal to summation of PN, QO. PN, QO is 3,420 all over summation of PO, QO. PO, QO, see it here, 2,820 times 100%, which is equal to 3,420 times 2,820. Okay, divide by 2,820, which is equal to 1.2127. Okay, let's just multiply by 100 times 100, which will give us 121.3% to one decimal place, okay? 121.3%. So we have over 21.3% more than 2013. This is for Laspeyre, okay? This is for Laspeyre. Now, the same thing, the way we did this one, that is how you're going to do for Paasche. I've given you the formula for Paasche already. The formula for Paasche is simply PN all over PN QN PO QN times 100%. So the same way we solved for Laspeyre, you use the same formula to solve for Paasche. Then for Fisher, the same way for Fisher, it's just the square root of this times this. Okay? For Fisher is this. Let me rewrite the formula for you again, because I'll need you to solve for Paasche and Fisher. Okay? I've solved for Laspeyre, so I'll need you to solve for Paasche and Fisher. So for Fisher, it's just the square root, okay, of Laspeyre, this one, summation of PN, okay, QO, all over summation of PO, QO times summation of PN, QO, all over PO, QN times 100%. This is for Fisher. So just use their formula. I've given you their formula. This is for Laspeyre, this is for Paasche, and this is for Fisher. So I have solved one for you. So I'll need you to try for Paasche and for Fisher, okay, to help you understand it better. Are we together? If you don't understand any part, if you are confused somewhere, or there's something you need me to do, or there's something you're not getting clearly, kindly use the comment section. Let me get your reaction so that we can take it further. Okay, we are going to stop here. I don't want the class to be too long. Use the comment section. Ask me anything. Thank you, and see you some other time.